Top of the morning to you. It's breakfast time. So I thought I'd talk today about time schedules. So when you're especially doing a through hike, but any hike, you might want to consider changing your start time and finish time. So on a through hike, a lot of people are hiking in a group. And usually when you find a tramily that kind of moves at your pace, you'll get up and everybody moves kind of at their own pace in the morning, and you have a meetup place at the end of the day. And the only problem with that is if you have a good day and you get there really early, you're going to stop because that's where you've decided you're all going to meet and camp together, kind of stay in that bubble. That's why I always hike solo. When I come out here, I only want to be on one schedule, and that's mine. I want to stop when I want to stop and go when I want to go. But I get up really early in the morning, and that's kind of what I'm talking about today. So just before sunrise, the morning is so beautiful. Like today out here, it is just quiet. All you hear are birds and deer snorting when I come up upon them and startle them. Deer make it's like cutting a air hose. They blow air out of their nose to warn everybody, and then they're gone. And they also stamp their feet. Now this morning I saw a fawn, and Mama just stamped her feet, and he dropped like his legs fell out from under him. That's, I guess, their response. You can't smell a fawn, so a lot of times they just leave them all day in one spot and tell them don't move. And usually they don't, because predators can't smell them, and then Mama will go off and do her thing for the day and come back and get them. Anyway, my point is, especially if you're into photography, morning is your best light, and evening. And so that's why I get up and hike early with my lamp. I like to hike into the sunrise, and then I hike late, just burning daylight, and I see so much more at those two times of the day. This morning I saw a bobcat. Now in Arizona this year, I took some video and showed you a bobcat, and he kind of posed for me. But usually they're moving, they're stealthy. And this one this morning, I couldn't get a picture of him. I carry my camera when I'm on just a few day things like this. I wouldn't carry that on a through hike, but it's got a telephoto in it, built into it. And so I was actually out here trying to find some loons again, but they've moved on. And the nesting pair, I've taken enough pictures of them. I don't want to go back there and harass them. And so I carry this on my chest. I carry my video camera right here on my hip belt. And still, so many things I see are gone before I can get a picture of them. But the point is, you're going to see them in the morning, so you can develop all those memories right up here. It's just, I mean, if you're into critters like I am, that's the time of the day to be moving quietly down these paths. So it also ups your distance, pounding the path early in the morning. For me, it's more about time and distance instead of speed and distance. I don't move all that fast, but I don't stop that often. And I'm like, again, I've said this before on through hikes, I keep up with the fast people because it's like the turtle and the hare thing. They go fast and stop a lot. I go slow and don't stop too much. And I see a lot more, especially in the morning, especially in the evening. And so you might want to consider changing your internal clock and get up early in the morning and hike into the evening. See if it works for you. Keep smiling. There's something sacrilegious about hearing a loon call with a muffler in the background. And you get that a lot on the North Country Trail, even up here in the more remote sections of northern Michigan. You're never too far from traffic. You can hear it in the background. You're crossing a lot of highways. I mean, I'm not trying to take away from it. It's a beautiful section, but it's hard to get that quiet solitude, which is all part of the experience.